still shining.
Great.
I would say, long ago, Wanka Tanka, he told us how to pray with the sacred pipe. But we have now become lax in our prayer, and our people are losing their strength. But I have just been shown in a vision a new way of prayer. In this manner, Wanka Tonka has sent aid to us. Yes, I must confess that when Black Elk first told this story, I myself was kind of confused. But now I am no longer confused, and the sacred pipe is still with us. I can say to you, Vatican City, that now you are being overwhelmed by what you're hearing coming out of one individual's mouth. You're being overwhelmed because you're wondering, how can one body possess so many understanding of what Wanka Tonka, of what the one in whom you call Jesus the Christ, which is known as Yah, Sabuka, Allah, yes, and Allah, Yah, Wa, Sansuka, Yemekila. You're wondering, how is it that one can possess so much understanding about a God in whom you do not know? You're wondering, how can one possess so much understanding that even the eagle that flies high right now is still trying to see, or to even fly high enough to be able to understand this God in whom he has seemed to know all about? I must give you again an understanding of the truth that only one can do this. And he has to be the one that was created by the Almighty Yah that sits high even above the eagles. And he listens. He listens, and he has sent his only begotten Son, that whosoever would believe in him would not perish, but have everlasting life. Yes, just as he has given the sacred pipe to those of the tribes that has now been able to sit down and use the pipe in a manner to create even these treaties before they decided to carve out those things in writing that was known as peace and friendship. This land was created upon peace and friendship. And just as those who have dealt with the white buffalo, knowing that the white buffalo once upon a time had to lie himself down, and when he got up, he left by way of being a black buffalo. Stay with me so you understand that the spirit in which that is speaking to you, that you would develop an understanding yourself, that he would have had to been with the white buffalo as well as with the black buffalo. You must realize that everything on this earth, whether it have 4 feet or 2 feet, whether it have 2 wings or 6 wings, 1 wing each, to do those things in which you know are left and right. 2 wings would be able to cover his head. 2 wings would be able to cover his feet. And the other 2 wings that he would be able to fly about with these 6 wings in which you cannot understand how they're used in that proper manner. I must tell you that the mysteries of the world does not belong to you. And you will not be able to find anyone, either here or beyond, that will be able to understand the mysteries and which you're now receiving coming from one's mouth, entering out of one's chest, his heart, out to your ears, that you might be able to open them, and your eyes that you might be able to see it. But you have found the time once again to do exactly what you have taught your children to do. And that is to come to a point where they will have stretched out necks, where they will go and they will dull their ears so they cannot hear. And they will dim their eyesight that they cannot see. But I say to you, these days have come and gone. And now, as it was long ago, when Wanka Tanka had taught us to pray, we will now keep those prayers going for the visions in which I've seen. And these in which I tell you about now are no longer visions, but they're outside your door. You will be battling the 4 beasts. Those beasts will fight. Those 3 beasts will destroy you and crush your head. And once your head is crushed, we already have recognized the fact that you are pretending that your head wounds have been healed. But we know for a fact the end of the story. What we need you to do is recognize that you are the beast. And you recognizing that you are the beast, you already know the end of the story. So thereby, I would say you need to work quickly to make sure that you bring all your forces into one place. Because the forces in which now you keep hearing the bear talk about, the UN Security Council and the Council of Security, it's not a force that will go out and take care of your homeland security, but that force is going to be one that makes sure that your homeland is given back to those in whom you stole it from. This is what they will be doing. And for all of those that are considering worrying about those things like houses and cars and even cattle of the field, I would say to guard thyself, because your houses and your cattle and your cars will become nothing more than places in which you just may have to reside. Yeah, you may find yourself living in those cars. You just might find yourself even riding the backs of your cattle to get away from the coming of the mighty battle that's known as the Battle of Armageddon. I say to you, the protection of the world is all in the hands of the YHWH, and it has brought a force to be reckoned with, known as the HILH. And with that, you will understand the secret of what you have so shrouded your whole temples in, where it says, behold the hand, behold the nail, behold the hand, behold the Lion of Judah. You will understand that by the time Judah has been completed and the kingdom has been built, that your place will have been kept warm, and you will then be able to find yourself suspended in this warm area for a lifetime and an eternity. Meantime, I must get to work again, for it's still day, for I understand that it will come night pretty soon. United Nations, it is now night on your side of the earth, where now the sun has hidden itself and the moon has barely shown herself. I say to you, get you some sleep at nightfall. And for all of those that are in the U.S. of A. that had their attendance today, I would say to you, it is now high time. Yes, almost noon. Work while it's still day, for when night cometh, no man can work. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice shall be your guide to run and to rule and to live an eternal life in this planet. I say to you, one mind, one heart, and one spirit, peace and love.
Thank you, Doctor, and thank you, family, for being with us today. We look forward to being with you on